Hi guys, another swim round review of the swimming, and what a session it was. Session 3, the heats, and we had Mona McSharry in the women's 100 breaststroke, and she has made it through to the semi-final, which is an incredible achievement for her. She swam such a great race. She was 66.3, which is right on her PB, and what was most impressive for me was she had such a controlled race. She was so powerful down that first 50, 31.0 at the 50 mark, which is the fastest 50 I think I've seen her do. And she was really composed because she was beside Tatiana Schoenmaker of South Africa, who ended up breaking the Olympic record in that race. But she just stuck to her race, stuck to her game plan, and executed it really well. On the last 25, she started to pick up her rate, and I think she can even go quicker in the semi-final. And if she just holds on to her efficiency a little bit more on the last 15, 25 meters, and if she does that, if she improves on her time at all, I think she's in with an absolutely great chance of making the final, which would just be an amazing achievement for her. We also had Danielle Hill up racing, and I know Melanie Knocker is going to be speaking about that, but I just wanted to say a massive congrats to Danielle. She qualified for this event 4 weeks ago, but she's had really disrupted training. She was late into the village, and to go in and to be just off her PB under all that adversity shows so much character, and she should be really proud of herself, and I can't wait to watch her race later on in the week. And that women's 100 breaststroke for me was a real highlight this morning. We had 3 Olympic records in the last 3 heats. The first that we had Kylie Mass of Canada break the Olympic record first. Then we had Regan Smith go slightly better, another Olympic record. And then we had Kylie McEwen break the Olympic record in the last heat, which is just incredible to have that much depth in the women's 100 back. And I think that semi-final and final is going to be an amazing race, and I can't wait to watch it. And I think that world record is really under threat, no more than the men's 100 back world record with Klim Kaleshnikov from Russia, who was just 0.2 or 0.3 off it, but looked like he eased off slightly into the wall. But as we saw yesterday, swimmers are finding it hard to peak perform in those semi-finals or finals because they're morning time Tokyo, and the swimmers are generally used to swimming finals in the evening, and generally that's when you get your best performances. So it'll be really interesting to see if those swimmers can move on from the times they did in the heats today. Another real highlight for me this morning was the men's 200 freestyle, where the young guns really stepped up. We had Wang from South Korea, 18-year-old, broke the world junior record. He's the only man to go sub 145 in the heats, and he set himself up for a great race this evening. We also had David Popovici from Romania. He's only 16 years old. He holds the fastest time in the world in the 100 freestyle this year, but he really has a strong 200 as well. So it's going to be really interesting to watch those 2 young guys, but you can't rule out the British guys. You've got Tom Dean and Duncan Scott, and I think they're going to move it on from the heats as well tomorrow in the semi-final. And speaking of young guns, I have to talk about the men's 400 freestyle from last night. It was incredible. We had Ahmed Hafnoui from Tunisia. He was in lane 8. He just about scraped into the final by 0.1 of a second. He won the race from lane 8. His PB as of December was 3:52, and he went 3:53. So he's improved by almost 10 seconds in the space of 6-7 months, which is incredible. His courage in that race was incredible. He took that race out so hard. Him and Jack McLaughlin, who ended up getting the silver medal, led the race from the start pretty much. And although the guys in the middle lanes were really charging back and trying to catch them on that last 100, Hafnoui he managed to get his hand to the wall and win that race. And his reaction just sums up the Olympics for me. It was pure passion. He was delighted. He was screaming. He was slapping the water. And the same as his coach when they went to the stands. They were just celebrating wildly. And I think that just epitomizes what the Olympics is all about. And I think it's the race of the evening last night, and potentially could have been the race of the Olympics, but hopefully there's going to be some amazing races still to come.